guys, I'm Solomon Miracle.
Welcome to the Creative Talks. So on our last episode, we're talking about toxic relationships and how it is difficult for people to get out of toxic relationships. But today, we're looking at a factor which I think might be a key factor. People giving birth to children out of wedlock. Is that like a key factor for why women are stuck in this so-called toxic relationships, where the guy is not ready for marriage, he's not ready to have a family, and then he has to live with this particular person. So because he's like upset and angry about the whole thing, the whole burden of starting up a family when he doesn't want to, it now makes him to maltreat the lady, treat her anyhow he wants to. So do you think that this is like a key factor to why people are stuck in relationships being toxic?
Yes, that is one of the reasons why people are stuck.
Okay, so why do you say so?
Because in a case where you get pregnant, not considering the fact that you are going to get married to the person, you just got pregnant out of wedlock, and then you want the person, even you. In a case, there's a way where there's a case where you want the person to get married to you, even when you yourself is not ready to get married to the person. But because of that responsibilities, you push yourself into marriage, and with that, it gets to bring up more situations because you didn't get the time to spend with the person, you didn't get the time to understand the person, you didn't even get the time to want to have fun on your own terms, because you just did something and then something came up and then you want to force it into not just the second gender, but to also yourself. And then you just decide, I can't do this now.
Have you been in a toxic relationship? Because the way you're talking, you've not been in a toxic. The way you're talking, you're talking like somebody from experience. You're talking like somebody that have been in a toxic relationship, maybe something like that. You've not been in a toxic relationship.
No, I have.
You're not been in a toxic relationship.
I have not.
Okay, so we're still talking toxic relationships, but another factor. I was looking at expensive bride price lists. This thing called bride price, dowry payment. I've heard one guy, that told his wife that do you know how much I paid for you? So why will I tell you to do this? You will not do this, you will not do this, because he has paid heaven, he has spent heaven and earth. So is it that in this part of Africa, Nigeria especially, do we mistake this bride price thing for all these yams, tubers of yams, cows for the mother, cows for the youths, box of rapper George for the bride, pants for the youths, like all this kind of thing. Like, why? I think the bride price.
Did you just say pants for the youths?
There's a culture. There's actually a culture in Nigeria that the bride is going to get underwears. She's not going to put it on. She's going to share it to everybody.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So there's that culture in this part of the country. And then in other cultures, I just want to know, bride price in Nigeria, is it these tubers of yam, all those things? Meanwhile, when you make further inquiries, you hear things like, the bride price is just 200 naira.
Then what are those items for?
Yes, what are those items for? You make the guy spend unnecessarily, that when they get into this marriage, they will not tell you that I spent a lot for you. So it's as if they bought the lady. So they have the right to do anything they want to do to them. If they beat you, they tell you that, do you know how much I paid
for your dad?
Do you know how much I paid for you? Do you know how much I sold? Is there a way to cut down on all these expensive budgets? I am from Igbo, and in the Igbo culture, they spend so much in marriage.
First of all, just say,
is it necessary?
That shit is not necessary.
So why do we have
that thing? That thing shouldn't be necessary because.
But they'll tell you it's tradition.
I will not blame the man. No. First off, you see that word tradition is something I will blame. Please, people should forgive me, but it's something I would blame because so many people now don't even bother to even. You see, that's my problem here. So many people now don't even bother to just go home for marriage because they just feel like how I go do this one now? I beg, I don't
They feel
want
like it's
stress.
another way to stress them and
Yes, you
overshoot the
understand.
whole budget.
Then you just go. Funny enough, after all those things, yeah, you just come. Now only 1,000 naira now come up for dowry. 1,000, and it's their audacity for me. People should should just have mercy. I just have to say the way it is.
You've been in a dowry payment setting before?
My brother did his.
Wow.
And when he was giving the whole list, he had to do A and B. Approximately A and B is actually the same thing.
What do you mean by A and B? Like two different lists?
The same list, yeah. The same list has A, it has B.
Okay, it has like objective and
yes.
essay. Oh.
And that A means maybe drinks for the members.
Members of
Members of the girl's family or so.
Okay.
Then maybe B A, I mean to say, has those members of family. B has maybe uncles or anything like, but the items there are the same thing. In A you see 3 stout, 3 this.
But do these things
this.
matter? Because is it not just for two people to just come, you give the parents of the bride price, you take what you're taking, you take a bride and you get out without you paying this, buying drink for the... I went to a traditional marriage and I could tell you that traditional marriage was like, I could tell you the bride's family, the bride's families, they are robbers. They are thieves. Because why would somebody buy yam? They were literally bringing down the yams from the truck. They were bringing down those yams from the truck. And I was like, all those things for what? At the end of all this excessive spending and everything, you guys will not even come later to ask the family, how are you people doing?
Yes.
It's to drag souvenirs and to drag who has not eaten, who has eaten. And that is why when those people are now in this kind of situations and then masters treating them this way or that way, they find it very difficult to roll back to their parents. And I remember going for a wedding, and in this wedding the whole spending was too much. Have you seen a groom cry before? I saw one. My guy literally cried and I was feeling his pains. I was like, up to that same day of traditional marriage, they were still asking him to pay for this, the youth for the this. I was not expecting to hear the youth for the digging of the grave. I was like, I don't understand. Like, what is all these things for? Do you understand? Okay, imagine a situation now where you're getting married to a particular family. You're getting your bride from there, and you went with lots of people, from wherever they came from. All of you guys traveled far distance, and you went for that particular marriage. And in that wedding, all the things they brought, goats, cows for the father, goats for the mother, this for the brother, for the sisters, all the cookings and everything. At the end of the day, the visitors, like your in-laws, everybody that came with the man, they would identify as the in-laws, you understand?
Yes.
They didn't get food. The few that got food without meat. Can you tell me where all those cow meats, where they went to?
That one is even close family. Yeah, you get to understand.
And then wait, it came to when they were now giving gifts. That's the most exciting part. Do you know what the bride's family brought? Everybody was holding one baby bath. Everybody was holding. I wore my party. Everybody was holding. When I said, let's just look. Okay, maybe after the baby bath, something else will come. It was just baby bath. So after all the things you guys collected, all the money you guys collected, you could not even get these people a proper gift. You're giving them a baby bath. May you bathe yourself inside that baby bath. May them bathe themselves inside that baby bath.
Now, in all the whole things that baffles me is the fact that you will come to me as a bride, and it's the audacity for you to tell me I'll have to get your ashrebi after getting there to your wedding, after showing all the dance steps, after giving you everything. I get to ask for food, and they're telling me you are one of us.
People don't know this thing that food is something. Food is like a connection. Even if you don't pay somebody, if you give the person food,
make the person feel comfortably.
You warm the person's mind. Someone will be all out for you, all out doing this for you, and even the least. I have a stingy person like that. She will tell you, my wedding is this one. Oh, you'll be running up and down. Get me the good dress. I would almost do dress fitting on her behalf because both of us are like almost the same size. So she could not go for a dress fitting because she was there. I did the dress fitting for her. Okay, finally, I was running up and down, running up and down. She knew that for one day she never asked me.
Now that brings us to where it's hard for them to leave. It's hard for them because some people get to understand that if
I think even most of the ladies, why it's even difficult for them to leave is because they will not be feeling pity for the guy.
Yes, because he has done so much.
So let him beat me, I will enjoy. Let him kill me, I will enjoy. Instead of me to leave this relationship, he has spent a lot. And you can't even leave because if you leave, the guy will tell you, if you leave, it's like a threat to your family, especially a family that is so backward in thinking. It's like they see it as a threat. Do you know why? Because the guy will now go back and start telling family, well, you're giving me everything.
Yes, everything.
The bride price is even less. If the bride price is like 50 naira, 100 naira, 150, even if it's even 1,000, you will give me all the goat meat. You see that box of Indian George? I think everything there should be 400k. You're going to give that back to me. So your parents will start telling you better go back to your husband's house.
And I don't think some brides are really doing this because of their parents. Yeah, their parents get to collect. For the fact that if she has issues, in some cases, if she has issues,
I'm cutting you short now because this is you just keep flowing to my head.
And they keep going.
Even if the bride now, she wants to, she's like, okay, she wants to leave. She really wants to leave, and she goes back. You now have a mother that'll be telling you, you want to leave your husband's house?
Yes.
Where are you coming back to? You give me everything I've spent on you. Secondary school, primary school, you're going to give me everything I've spent on you. Everything I've spent, and that is why my sister, as I am now, I'm saving for that thing that you give to your mother. When you want to live somewhere that's not save, so that when they start telling you, you give me everything I spent my secondary school, you just tell them how much was my school fees that time. They tell you if I just give them, I tell them that yes, I'm giving.
But eventually, the real advice given to all those people is when you're having issues between husbands and wife, you don't. If sometimes you need space between husband and wife, sometimes they need space to think, not because space, because when you talk about space now, people will think space to just separate, leave each other. No, apart from always coming together and saying, I don't like this kind of thing that you used to do to me. I'm not finding it funny. I'm your wife and things like that, and then it gets to arguments. They also need space for themselves. And they cannot only get that space because some brides or some ladies have nothing to do.
What do you mean? When you say nothing to do, what do you
have mean? Nothing, like have no, let me say, I'll just call them full housewife. They have no business.
So it's like there are liabilities to the men.
Apart from liabilities, yeah. When you sit at home every day, you get bored. And all those things start to create problems. And then when something that is not even meant for argument or quarrel, we get to start coming up, growing.
So all these things now, so it boils down to understanding.
And
I still think I will tell you this thing. I still think that it boils down to being very observant. Like when you are in the period of courtship, this thing they call talking stage. That people are now in talking stages for 10 years. You guys are in talking stages. What you're talking about, I don't know. But somebody that has been in talking stage for 10 years, 10th year, you still be asking me what is your favorite color. Let me tell my favorite color be black in your eyes. Maybe like suits that will cover your eyes.
But if
so I think it boils down to understanding the person when you are dating, because I heard somebody told me that they'll pretend. People will always pretend. My dear, no matter how you're pretending, if I want to know the truth about you, yes.
You must say.
But most ladies, when they see these things, they'll be like, "He's going to change." You can't change somebody. If the person did not change when you guys are dating, the person is not going to change. I know of somebody that got slapped by her boyfriend. It's funny because I'm really proud of her, because she left. That's the reason why I'm proud of her, because she left. Whatever, women, we have a problem. Even if we talk too much, boom. We can't change the facts that we talk too much. Yeah. No matter how quiet a lady is, there's like a little bit of her that is a talkative. Do you get me? So no matter what she said to him that warranted him to slap her, she left. Do you get me? Because she noticed it while they were, starting up something. So imagine if she had said, maybe it was a mistake, he slapped me, next time he'll do it again. The next time it might have been a blow. And next time might have been him using hammer to hit her head.
Or see yourself in the hospital.
Or see yourself in the hospital with a black eye. I think there's somebody I know, she'll come on with a black eye, be asking her what happened. She said she fell down from staircase. I'm looking at her like this, you where did you fall from that? Where did you fall from stairs?
Where did you even get your stairs from?
Where did you get your stairs from? Or you climbed your zinc and you fell down every time. You see, I should tell you, I fell from staircase. I say, God.
But just imagine you having the space. Maybe after a while, you and your husband has issues, and then after a few times of talking and just saying, this my word, this my boy. I just need to give him space. I just need to give this my first, but I just need to give him space. And then,
so what is the reason why you're giving the person space? Because you need to understand, because you know that this period of giving somebody space, the mind is somehow you have left that person. It's like the person, be it the man or the lady, they're not like open to this thing they call cheating. Because if it comes to them, they'll tell you that their wife is not around,
space.
They will cheat
on those space. They will cheat.
Yeah,
space on those space. They will get to understand that. Space on those space. They'll get to understand that. I beg, not just stay. So some people some husbands used to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
Then what is the difference with his space? If the lady decides to give him space and then he goes outside and went astray according to the way people put it, and she also goes outside and do the same thing, and then they get to realize that this is no just jail at all. This space you don't do, I just won't go back to my husband's house. The husband gets to realize that I beg. If I don't tell every time, I just call my wife. My wife is very understanding. Okay, because apart from what I'm saying is, apart from talking to each other, you can also give each other space.
But the major factor causing most of these things, as I've observed, is lack of communication. People think communication is all this. I think people underrate what communication is.
You know that word, marry your friend, where you can laugh and play with your friend. Marry your friend. Baby, alpha now, and then your husband starts
as communication and understanding. I think these things are going to solve a whole lot of things. So you watching this, don't forget to subscribe to Starways Pictures on YouTube and leave a comment on this particular matter. So moving forward, we are talking about toxic relationships, why people do like this, and people, traditional marriages and expensive budgets being like a major factor to why people are in these kind of relationships. So do you think that it has something to do with people marrying financially unstable men? Which is the reason why, let me say, for a situation where the bride gets married to she gets married to a man that she says, okay, he has a bit of money, he can manage, he can build, and then later the man starts maltreating her and beating her, and she wants to tell her parents. Some of these people, they don't even let their parents know.
Yeah.
Their parents are not aware because they feel like if they tell them that their parents will be like, we told you, don't get married to that man. That is how poor people used to do. That's what most of this far back brain kind of parents would say. They would say that's how poor men used to do. We told you don't get married to that man, but she said you can manage it. You can. So I'm throwing the question to you: are you going to get married to a financially unstable man? Are you going to manage your life?
For me, to be sincere, I cannot do. I cannot marry somebody that does not have at all.
Why?
Because I cannot cope.
What are you coping? What are you not coping?
Now,
you can't copy poverty. Nobody can never cope.
See, I know the question that will come on board that your father gets, where you dey coffee like say, my father no gets, my mama no gets. Me say I go come go marry person we no kukuma get. Because so my parents trained me under hardship. Yeah. My parents trained me under hardship. I would not want my own children to go through the same thing. Yeah. And I'm not saying because they'll say, okay, you want to marry a man and the man will take care of all your family problem. No, I'm not saying he should take care of all my family problem. I'm saying it because of my own family to come. If I'm getting married to you, that means I'm considering the fact that if I conceive today and I give birth to a child, we can be able to take care of the child together. If I have, and the man does not have, and I like him, I love him, and I want to marry him, I will marry him.
Okay, so you marry him, and then you're going to like invest your money in him, and then
so we can be able to invest in our children.
So how about if you finish investing your money and you've like, you've helped the person to get to a certain kind of level in life, and at the end of the day he leaves you for another woman, what do you do at that point?
At that point, is to tell you the truth, I don't know how I'll feel at that point. I might feel bad. I might just lose it, yeah. But I don't think I'll do much. It depends on how the whole.
So you're just going to let all your money, everything you spent on the person, just be like that, without looking for the person to collect your money back?
That's why I said it depends. I might see. I'm not that kind of
it depends on the
fighting or anything. Yeah, I might just feel really, really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really, really bad. I might be, should I say, traumatized or so, but I'm not sure. I'll just go and I don't have that strength to go and start fighting. No, we can't.
But why do most ladies do that? Like after the guy has spent a lot and then they end up, is it because they didn't have like a formal agreement that this is this, I'm spending on you because I want to get married to you later in life?
See, the truth of the matter is it's wrong. But secondly, we still need to understand. I know people will say, then why didn't you tell him earlier? Maybe at that point you might like him, but when you go out living your life, saying new things, trying to try new things, and then you just start having new ways of living your life. Maybe you see somebody and then you get to understand maybe this person is better off than this person, then maybe just follow this person. It's not their fault though. Both the person that is spending and the person that is collecting, both the person that is living and the person that is staying, is not really their fault. At this point, I don't know, Sha.
At this point, you're tired.
I just don't know.
You're really tired.
But I don't blame them. I don't know.
What do you blame? You just blame. You just blame anything.
Because I really feel bad for the two people here. I feel bad for the person spending, because with all your food shares, you like, I'm spending for this person, and no matter what, I'll get to be with this person. And then the person that you're spending on, okay, let's use maybe school for an instance. You spend on somebody that goes to school, and then she has been living her life in school. Do you get?
Yeah.
She make new friends, she start having new thoughts, emotion, attitude, because when you go to school you change automatically, become the whole thing. You just have to just change. Even if you don't change in a bad way, you change maybe via your attitude or anything. Then you start seeing things that marvels you, and then you just want to try them. You start getting close to somebody, and then you just want to just be with that person at all time, and then you forget that at this point there's somebody that has been there for you. In some cases, yeah, there is, and there's also in some cases where I will spend the guy will spend for the girl, or the girl will spend for the guy, and then while spending, then you're also living your life, and then you just see somebody that you also want to get, you like, and you forget that okay, you're spending on somebody already, and you guys have already planned.
So I think this one now boils down to agreement between the two parties. Yeah. The both of them have to agree now. Yes, now if I'm the guy or the lady and I want to spend on you, and I know that I'm just spending on because I want to help you, I should make it clear. We should both agree that there are no strings
at that point they won't be able to make it clear, because they're just living and they forget that life goes on. You get to meet new people, you get to just chill out. You get to just learn new things. You get to just fall. Just like we make friends now.
You guys just fall in love with new people.
New persons, and then that's just how it is.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode of the Creative Talk. Do you have any little thing for our listeners? Breathe.
If you have issues at home, yeah, please try to take your time. Try to take your time to think about it. That's the only thing I can say. Think. If your partner is not giving you the space, I'm not saying you should go and do bad things. So if your partner is not giving you the space, give yourself a little bit of space. And no matter what, for the ladies, let me just say it's both the ladies and the men, yeah. No matter what, always have something to do, something that will occupy your time, so that it won't start leading to maybe unnecessary problems. Please, I beg you.
She's begging you.
I don't like seeing people get married
After
after a few
you
minutes.
down and beg them.
After a few minutes of marriage, you just get
Problems.
divorced, or problems will start.
I remember
coming
something.
over.
It reminds me of something. I followed somebody to the marriage registry,
Okay.
and the numbers of people we saw taking divorce forms. I think somebody even told us that these people, they are up to 150 taking divorce forms.
And at that point, they get to forget what they have spent, how much
We're
love they
looking at
have.
them and we're like, these people are just young people, like young couples. Why do they want to divorce?
Let's keep that for the next episode. I know these are people, they want to just hear everything in one take. They want to. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Like, always, pictures, like, share, comment, or we're gonna hunt you. Like, share, and comment. See you in the next episode.